Canadian research estimated that over 25 million birds fatally collide with windows in Canada every year. Birds are friends of us. They are important to ecosystems and the quality of human life. However, the built environment has posed many threats to their lives. Birds cannot identify glass as solid objects. They might be deceived by the reflection of the glass. They also can't help being attracted to glowing cities at night and get trapped or collide with luminous buildings. The glass and intensely illuminated architectures are leading towards an unsustainable future with no bird. Citizen scientists and the Fatal Light Awareness Program, FLAP Canada, have pushed the 2007 Toronto Bird-Friendly Development Guidelines to be published, which is the first council-adopted document about BirdSafe in North America. It encouraged and guided many BirdSafe architectures to be built. Later on, many guidelines about BirdSafe were published. Those guidelines mainly focus on two aspects of architecture design: glazing and lighting. Designing those aspects thoughtfully will reduce the collision by 90%. In glazing design, there are many ways to notify birds of the building, such as using low reflectance or opaque materials, adding visual markers, screens, or overhangs to the glazing, using building integrated structures to mute reflections on glass surfaces, reducing the glazing area, and so on. As to the lighting design, it's worth mentioning about the fatal light attraction. Misuses of artificial light make the natural light relatively invisible at night. This interferes with the navigation and migratory schedule of animals. The deviation of the migratory path or early arrival to the breeding grounds would cause injuries and death. That is to say, artificial light needs to be well controlled and applied. Downlighting is encouraged to reduce the glare and overlighting. In FLAP's BirdSafe building standard, it suggested that the use of light should depend on human needs, security, and time. For example, facade lighting should be directed downward and toward the building. Moreover, it should be extinguished between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Motion sensors, auto shut-off systems are encouraged to control the lighting. During bird migration time, spots, flaws, and advertising lighting is prohibited. For related documents and more information about building a bird-safe environment, please go to references and further resources below this video. Now let's look at an example of a bird-safe building. This is the Student Learning Center of Ryerson University in Toronto, designed by Snohetta and completed in 2015. Part of its facade is made of glass with well-designed white visual markers. The treated coating also provides glare control that weakens the fatal light attraction. Bird collisions with windows are indiscriminate. They can occur anywhere at any time to any birds. There is no time to delay building a bird-safe environment. Thank you for watching.